My name is Mike.
My name is Mike.
And hold. My name is Sally.
My name is Sally.
Hold.
There is a hidden force that controls you. This hidden force controls not only what you think and feel, it's also sabotaging all of your goals and life plans. Now, what I'm talking about here is subconscious limiting beliefs. Beliefs that you don't even know that you might have. And these beliefs go so deep, we might have had them since childhood. And you can do breath work until the cows come home, and we can sit on a mountain and we can meditate all day. And yet if we don't do something about these limiting beliefs, we're always going to be pushing against ourselves. I hung out with this guy, Dr. Chris Walton. He's the author and creator of a technique known as the Gamma Mindset. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how I was able to identify and then rewrite my own limiting beliefs. Now the results are quite literally shocking. I'm going to share with you what I went through, how it happened, and the profound effects it's had on my life in the time since we did this. I also cannot wait to share with you the 6 core beliefs that if we can master, we can create true, lasting change. And today's video is brought to you by Sensate. More about them coming up. Let's just get into what is the Gamma Mindset. Take it away, Dr. Walton.
What that technique allows you to do, because of the brain state that it creates, it gives you direct access to your subconscious mind in 60 seconds. So you can actually open up, if you like, access your subconscious, reprogram the subconscious with positive beliefs and habits.
Okay, wait. What's gamma and what is kinesiology?
When you create gamma brain waves, more of your brain cells fire at the same time. So you get what's called neural synchrony. There's a oneness effect, there's a flow effect, there's a coherence effect. And that's just like you've got an instant download into your subconscious. But I also use a muscle testing technique called kinesiology, where you're basically using muscle testing, you are able to communicate with the subconscious system. So you're bypassing the conscious mind. When I say a statement, does it fire up your higher centers or does it fire up your stress centers?
So Chris and I recorded a podcast about 1.5 years ago, and he gave me a very interesting invitation, which I just couldn't resist.
We could do this if you wanted. If you and Les wanted to come to my practice, we'll film this and I'll test you live. And we'll test you on those beliefs.
Yep.
And you can put that on your podcast if you want.
Yes, please.
That would really be interesting.
Okay, let me just level with you here. One of the reasons this was so attractive to me to go and see Chris was because I'm no stranger to setting goals. I went on Unleash the Power Within with Tony Robbins. I was able to walk across Spain on the Camino de Santiago, and I jumped into ice baths with Wim Hof. And yet at that time, there are things that I'm really struggling with. For example, I've got this functional breathing course, and I've been working on it for 1 year at that point, and I just can't seem to get it delivered. A lot of imposter syndrome going on there. I really want to quit my day job and work on this channel full time, and yet I'm terrified and can't seem to get that goal forward. And probably the one that sits with me the most uncomfortable is I play with this idea of becoming a parent, becoming a father, and I'm just so worried that I just don't think I'm ready for it. I'm 40 nearly, and yet I just don't ever feel like I'm ever going to be ready to be a dad. So I had to go and see what Chris had to offer and see if he's legit. So after Chris reviewed the client intake form with me, it was time to get on the couch and relax. Okay, so I had a problem. We got there and we couldn't start because I was too blinking stressed out to start. So I did, of course, breath work and some meditation, and that couldn't get me calm enough. Then Chris used a device on me, kind of connected to my earlobes. That couldn't calm me down either, and I'm starting to get a bit worked up now because I've travelled all this way and I'm too stressed to even begin Chris's process. And so he pulls out the big guns. He pulls out this device called a Sensate. Now this is the first time I've ever heard of this. It's a pebble that sits on your chest. Now here's the thing, I've tried so many different ways to relax, and this thing was so bloody good. It made me so relaxed that I was actually too relaxed at the end to actually begin the process. And so Chris had to get me back into state before we could begin the muscle testing. So if you're interested in Sensate, it does something called vagal toning, helps calm us down. I use mine before bed. I take it with me when I go travelling. It's such a small device. The most beautiful soundtrack of music you can put in your ears while you're using your Sensate. And I have an affiliate link down below. And that affiliate link will give you a discount off your very own Sensei, so I highly encourage you to check out that link. Okay, we are finally ready for the muscle testing to begin. Now Chris is going to say out loud 6 core belief statements and I am going to repeat them. But here's what's important. These statements which I'm about to reveal to you, I believe are the missing link why so many of us struggle to make sustained, lasting change. I've read many self-help books, I've looked at tons of YouTube videos, but it seems most people are missing this exact thing, which are these 6 core beliefs. So get your pen and paper ready, because these are absolutely vital to us making a sustained, lasting change by going deep into our self-beliefs. With each of these statements, you also have to repeat at the end, and I believe this 100%. Let's go. It is safe for me to change. I deserve to change. All parts of me are ready, willing and able to change. It's natural for me to change. It's in my best and highest good to change. I love myself enough to change. And I believe that 100%. And again, you repeat that after each statement. Okay, let's see what happens now when Chris tests me on those for the first time.
Okay, so say out loud, Mike. It is safe for me to change. I believe this 100%.
It's safe for me to change. I believe this 100%.
Hold. Feel that?
Yeah.
Okay, so straight away now, just your own knowledge.
Yeah.
Just say it's safe for me to change.
It's safe for me to change.
Hold. Okay?
Yeah.
It's safe for me to change. I believe this 100%.
It's safe for me to change. I believe this 100%.
Hold. You're into stress.
Yeah.
So as you say that, relax. So as you say that, to process that information, you're firing up your stress centers, which is not what you want. So you can think of that as a physical block, or you can think of that subconsciously, you just don't believe it deep down, you know?
And as I suspected.
On those 6 core beliefs that I said at the start, you're blocked on all of them. It's not that you're blocked 100%, but that doesn't matter. You're blocked a percentage, which means any aspect of change out there, any aspect of change in your life, which let's face it's relentless and it changed today, there's a stress response in your brain that's limiting you by the very fact that it goes into stress.
I know what you're thinking, and I thought the same thing. He's just pushing my arm harder when he wants me to give a certain response, and when he's trying to guide me, he won't push it as hard. Now this is what happened when I asked him about that.
That's a common response, but that's why I keep trying to give you the, my name is Rachel, so you can feel a hard response. Yeah. But I do push hard, you'll notice. Yeah. Okay. So, my name is Mike.
My name is Mike.
Hold. No, I don't have to push that hard, because I know it's going to go.
Yeah.
My name is Rachel.
My name is Rachel.
Can you feel the response?
Right,
I'm already touching it, you got the
glad I asked you that, because part of me's thinking he's just pushed me harder for some questions. That's really interesting.
No, it's good, and it's a good question, because you don't want that conscious...
I'm trying to rationalise, oh, it's not real, it's him pushing harder.
Yeah.
That's what something was saying in my brain.
Yeah, it's good as well, because you want that logical question answered.
Yes.
It's a question I've heard many times before, and it's a natural response in this way. Yeah, but I'm responding to your response.
Okay, we are ready now for the coolest part of this. Chris is now going to use his own technique to put my brain into gamma, so I can start to rewrite some of those limiting beliefs and those blockers that we just tested on.
So, cross one ankle over the other.
Does it matter which way?
Nope, whichever's most comfy. One arm over the other, and with your fingers, just a touch, just a light touch, interlock, and just a touch, and roll around, no tension. That's it, Mike, and close your eyes. Okay, so now, just consciously relaxing the scalp.
So after crossing the arms and legs, and that's doing something to the left and right hemispheres of my brain, I then get into a more relaxed state. And Chris and I have already agreed on the word lucky, which is one of my old dogs and triggers a beautiful feeling and emotion in me. And then Chris will start to repeat the core beliefs, and I will start to repeat them in my head until such a point I feel that I'm starting to believe them.
And now repeat these belief statements silently and slowly to yourself. And when you sort of feel that your body's got it, give me a nod and I will give you the next one. So the first one, it is safe for me to change. It is safe for me to change. Just silently and slowly until you feel your body's got it, and give me a nod.
Okay, so I'm not straight away going, yeah, it's safe for me to change. I'm repeating that over and over again in my head. And at the start, I'm thinking, yeah, but it's not safe for me to change, is it? Because it's a little, but in that state, and I'm just saying it over and over again, at a certain point, I go, yeah, I believe that. It is safe for me to change, and I believe that 100%. And as we went through all the different statements, some were quicker than others, but by the end of it, I was like, yeah. And it just got quicker and quicker as we went on. It was the weirdest feeling, because there was a knowing inside me going, yeah, I think it is. I believe it is. I can change. I can change. I love myself enough to change, and I believe that 100%. But of course now we need to test, because I'm thinking a certain thing, but let's go back to the kinesiology, the final step, and test if I've actually been able to rewrite some of those limiting beliefs.
Okay, so let's see. It is safe for me to change. I believe this 100%.
It is safe for me to change. I believe this 100%.
And hold. Fantastic. I deserve to change. I believe this 100%.
I deserve to change. I believe this 100%.
Hold.
Boom. And so it turns out I'm clear on all 6 of the core beliefs. At whatever level in my brain, I've gone in and rewritten and now believe without a stress response those 6 statements.
My name's Rachel. Hold. Just so that you get a gauge on what your no is, okay? It is natural for me to change.
It is natural for me to change. I believe this 100%.
Hold. Excellent.
I'm not quite sure what to make of all of that, because something feels like it's shifted. That was, I'm so glad that I took the time to do that. I'm not sure what the ripple effects of that session's going to be. Here we are 6 months later, and the question that people always ask is, so what? So what? You do all this great stuff. What does it really mean? Well, number 1, I have been able to quit my day job. I will be 100% working on this channel and the Breathwork business come January 2023. That is going to happen as a result of the conversations and the work I did with Chris. Number 2, I was working on my breath course for over a year. It's delivered, it's out. If you want to become a Breathwork ninja, the link is down below, my functional Breathwork ninjas course to help us breathe better, healthier. The whole thing is out now, and you can get it, and there's a special link down there. And that got delivered within weeks of me working through this stuff with Chris. There was one more thing that happened. And so for the first time I can reveal that I'm going to be a dad. I'm going to be a parent. I can't believe it. And you know what? There is some like, oh my God, nervousness, but there's no limiting beliefs here around I'm going to be a bad dad, I'm going to be a poor dad. I'm just so excited to have that and to share that with you. And that is happening. And I have to say, in part, that is down to Mr. Chris Walton, doctor, and his limiting beliefs. So there you go. Make of it what you will.
Okay, so I am not saying to you that my life was bad before I did this stuff with Dr. Chris Walton, not at all. But I am convinced that had I not gone through some of those changes that I did and some of that work with Chris, I don't think I would have delivered half the stuff that you've just seen in this video. And so let me ask you this, what goals and plans and dreams and ideas have you been working on and thinking about the last couple of years, but you just can't seem to get them over the line, either through self-sabotage or limiting beliefs or any of the above? And so what would your life look like if you could actually deliver some of those things? Well, I'm here to tell you that through changes like what I went through with Dr. Chris Walton, you too could actually take control and deliver on some of your dreams. And so don't wait another minute, don't waste another day. Click on those links below. Dr. Chris Walton's website, he's got online courses. You can work with him in person. You can even go and see him if you're in the UK. And you too can take charge of some limiting beliefs and make rapid change in your own life. Thank you so much for watching Take a Deep Breath. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe and share. Maybe there's somebody that needs to see this message, so share this video with them as well. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.